Oh, good day. It's not morning time. It definitely is well after lunchtime. But I was unsure if I was going to even attempt a video today. I didn't know. Been moving slow, and I'm waiting on the mail, and I'm waiting on a ride to hopefully I'll go up to the grocery store for a minute here in a little bit whenever they come. They're taking their time. But until then, I got to reading the next, which will be 49, and Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. It's all small stuff. Um, Resist the urge to criticize. And I decided, well, this is what I do is make videos for a channel that I'm trying to put out here to the world. And, some of you guys watch pretty regularly and anticipate when a new video pops up. So I at least do something every day, just about. Occasionally on the weekends, I may go a day or two without doing a set video, and it might just be a little short or something. But let me get this here read to you. Resist the urge to criticize, number 49. When we judge or criticize another person, it says nothing about that person. It merely says something about our own need to be critical. If you attend a gathering and listen to all the criticism that is typically levied against others, and then go home and consider how much good all that criticism actually does to make our world a better place, you'll probably come up with the same answer that I do. Zero. Like zero. It does no good. But that's not all. Being critical not only solves nothing, it contributes to the anger and distrust in our world. After all, none of us likes to be criticized. Our reaction to criticism is usually to become defensive or withdrawn. A person who feels attacked is likely to do one of two things. He will either retreat in fear or shame, or he will attack or lash out in anger. How many times have you criticized someone and had them respond by saying, "Thank you so much for pointing out my flaws. I really appreciate it." Criticism, like swearing, is actually my dog over here. Oh, she's trying to make her way. There you go, babe. And what do we see here? Criticism, like swearing, is actually nothing more than a bad habit. It's something we get used to doing. We're familiar with how it feels. It keeps us busy and gives us something to talk about. If, however, you take a moment to observe how you actually feel immediately after you criticize someone, you'll notice that you will feel a little deflated and ashamed, almost like you're the one who has been attacked. The reason this is true is that when we criticize, it's a statement to the world and to ourselves. I have a need to be critical. This isn't something we're usually proud to admit. The solution is to catch yourself in the act of being critical. Notice how often you do it and how bad it makes you feel. What I like to do is turn it into a game. I still catch myself being critical, but as my need to criticize arises, I try to remember to say to myself, "There I go again." Hopefully, more often than not, I can turn my criticism into tolerance and respect. And the way I was relating it to my own, I'm looking for what I had it bookmarked here, but right there, underneath old Bird. Oh, Butthead. Look at old Butthead. I call her Butthead. Butternut Butt. But I was thinking to myself about sometimes I'm just critical of things in general throughout, like when I find myself, I was relating that to when I find myself kind of complaining or irritated about something that's not really anything to be irritated at. But maybe I'm over analytical at the time. I'm over analyzing a situation or a certain thing I just watched or saw. I'm trying to keep my emotions from getting too out there when it comes to certain subjects and stuff that, I happen to see and what's going on in the world every day. But if I try to stay focused on a moment that I'm in, whether it be making a video and reading to you guys or reading just to myself in the mornings, a lot of times it's in the mornings. Today I got started late, but I always like to start the day with a little bit of reading. Studying is what I do first. It's, scripture type stuff and The Infinite Way or whatever. And I've got this book by Joe Goldsmith that I also ended up, I know I got it when I got The Infinite Way, and I can't remember where I put it. It's a book on the meditation or like meditation and prayer or something. And I've been meaning, like for a week now, I've been looking and scanning, and I haven't noticed anywhere I could have put it. And the only thing I can figure is it might be sitting right around, and I'm just not noticing. I'm just not. It's like so obvious that I'm just not seeing it or whatever, and that happens sometimes. That's part of life. But yeah, a lot of things that we have bad habits of, if we correct ourselves in the moment of like, it's just like if you want to get out of that bad habit, you try to reinforce a better thing. Like every time you find yourself doing a certain thing, you pull back, you correct yourself, you see where you was like fumbling or whatever. That's the way I'm looking at it, and I try to approach my daily functions and everything I'm doing. So, and I'm close to getting the table back to setting me up some action figures here in the next coming days, hopefully. But I'm going to get off here. And until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud says to the eternal moment, over and out, ditto.